What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? I'm Dalton Hopkins of Frontstretch.com, and I'm flanked to my right by the one and only Mr. Tanner Marlar, and we are live here at Talladega Superspeedway. We just got done with the Ag Pro 300. Yes, that's it. That's the name. Okay, the Ag Pro 300 here at Talladega. 113 laps completed here today, and then, of course, at the end of the day, we had Austin Hill as the winner. It was another... maybe not so wild. Maybe not as wild as we thought it was going to be.
No. Well, and Austin Hill even said post-race he was shocked we didn't have more cautions. Personally, I was too, especially standing up here. We're on the dogleg photo stand where I spent most of the day. I was expecting to see some cautions. We really didn't see all that many. It was a lot of pretty long green flag runs.
We did see a very important caution that occurred, though, and that, of course, was the last one that we saw, being the one that gave Austin Hill the win. But leading up to that point, well, actually, let's lead into that. So, Connor Zilisch leading the race, getting a push from Jesse Love, hit one of his supposed best friends, and then Jesse Love hits him in the wrong way, sends Connor Zilisch into the wall. You interviewed Connor Zilisch after the post race, or after the race where he was at the Care Center. You can go check that out on Frontstretch.com, on Frontstretch's YouTube page as well. You talked to him about that, but more important, or maybe not more importantly, but what also occurred was Jeb Burton, who appeared to be the winner. A lot of people seem to think that he was the winner, including Jeb Burton himself. And at the end of the race, he was fist pumping in the air because he thought he was ahead, and then it turns out that NASCAR says no. At the moment of the caution of the incident that occurred, the moment of the caution, it was actually, in fact, Austin Hill that was the leader, and Jeb Burton did not win. I was able to talk to him after the race, got an interview with him, along with some exclusive quotes. So go check out that sidebar right now on Frontstretch.com and check out that interview as well on our YouTube page.
Well, we can't exactly say exactly what he said, so yes, go check that out on YouTube.
Yes. We can't say exactly what we said on YouTube because I think we'd probably I think that would probably demonetize this video.
Yes.
We get in trouble.
Exactly
we get in trouble from YouTube. So go check that out. I guess it's uncensored. I don't think they censored it. So yeah, I'm not sure. I haven't actually looked at it on our YouTube, but so afterward though, going a little bit further down, Jeb Burton extremely upset at the end of the race, throwing water bottles, very angry, in tears, frustrated. Jesse Love finishes third. He kind of seemed a little bit indifferent almost, but then a little bit further back, we had a fifth place finish. We had some underdogs. Let's go with that. And Tanner, you wrote about them.
We did, and really, start off, we got Matt DiBenedetto. Finishes fifth, his first ever top five in the Xfinity Series. Brought it home fifth today. He credited that ECR engine he was running. Said he was a really great pusher all day, and in fact, Justin Allgaier, who I also got to speak to after the race, echoed those same sentiments. They had it really linked up there coming up to that last caution. Obviously, didn't break their way, but on further back, Blaine Perkins earned a career best Xfinity Series finish, and Anthony Alfredo, after a slow start to the season, that Young's Motorsports team has really found some speed, and it paid off today. All three wound up in the top 10 today.
Best finish for Anthony Alfredo. First top 10 for Anthony Alfredo this year as well. So some records there for some of those guys. Now I want to bring up the cup picks as well. But you know what else? I completely slipped my mind that also happened today. There was a whole other race that occurred. There was the ARCA Menards Series event that it happened at the end of the day. It was a very interesting finish, ended under caution as well. We had some interesting stories. We can get into that in just briefly for a moment, but who did we see win the race today, Tanner?
Saw Lawless Allen win today's General Tires 200. And look, take it however you want. He said the field needs to watch out afterwards. He's got his confidence going. That's word for word. He says the field is in trouble after winning one race at Talladega, which, you do with that what you will.
In a Venturini Motorsports car.
In a Venturini Motorsports car. You do with that what you will. But the field needs to watch out for Lawless Allen.
It was a very strong showing, admittedly. But, at the end of the day, that's not the top story.
No.
The top story is the guy who finished 10th. Cleetus McFarland finishes 10th today, gets a top 10, his first top 10 in the ARCA Menards Series. That happens here at Talladega. And my God, Tanner, when I go to his car post-race in the garage, it was like Dale Jr.
It was ARCA Jesus. He's ARCA Jesus.
ARCA Jesus.
Well, he's also, for those of you that have never seen this man in person, he's at least 6'6". And I'm not a small dude, but I'm sitting here looking up at this guy after he gets out of the car. I'm like, man, dude, how do you fit in there? But either way, it doesn't matter because he made weight and he did bring that number 30 car home inside the top 10. He finished 30th at Daytona. And, you know, usually when we see these kind of, I don't want to call him a gimmick driver, and I'm about to tell you why. When we see these kind of celebrities come in and try ARCA, they really usually don't perform all that well. He can drive. Like, he can drive. He's figured out the draft pretty well. He's got some great mentors. I think we could see him running a lot of ARCA races in the future and finishing really well.
I hope we see a lot more out of him, because not only because of that, like you said, because he's probably going to have some strong finishes, but also just the notoriety that he's got. Just the amount of attention. I think I saw it was 60,000 people were watching his live stream for an ARCA race.
Yes.
That's insanity to me. But here we are. That's where he is, and I mean, and he ran very well. It was very impressive. We actually saw
did most of it on 7 cylinders.
That's right. Yeah, he had a mechanical issue. I think it was a valve spring that broke at the end of the day, and he was still able to bring it home 10th, survived all the incidents, and he was able to bring it home 10th. We got an interview with him. We talked to him after the race. You can check that out also on frontstretch.com. Tanner, you wrote about him as well. Please check that out on frontstretch.com as well. And we also got an interview with Max Pappas, who apparently is coaching him as well. So check that out on our YouTube page finally. So all of that said, now we can brush that all aside. And tomorrow, of course, is the main event, right? The 500-mile race at Jack League's 500, the NASCAR Cup Series here at Talladega. After everything that you've seen today, which isn't a lot, Tanner, who wins tomorrow?
I still have to go with my gut, and my gut is telling me it's a Ford, and I think it's going to be the 12 of Ryan Blaney. I really do. He's had success at these tracks before. I feel like he's due. You know, I feel like he's due. They've had some speed here in 2025 thus far, have kind of had some bad breaks go their way. I think tomorrow they get it done.
I think that's a really great pick. I do. But you know what? I'm not going to go with the Ford as much as I actually agree with you. I also agree the Fords are really strong. They look really strong in qualifying today. We saw Zane Smith get his first career pole. But you know who I'm going to go with? A guy who just recently won here back in 2023 in his first race with Richard Childress Racing. I'm going to go with the man himself, Kyle Busch. I think he's going to win tomorrow. He's going to check off a huge box and satisfy a lot of fans who really want to see him win. RCR cars look really great today, but they also might look really good tomorrow in the Cup Series. They've looked pretty strong in the past when it comes to the plate races or Super Speedway events in the Cup Series in the last few years. So with all that said, and I do want to point out also, I picked Ryan Blaney to win in Homestead, and he was looking really good.
He was.
Until he wasn't.
So I
may have just cursed Kyle Busch.
That was your fault.
And I want to apologize to all you Kyle Busch fans out there who may be watching this. So with all that said, we're going to sign off for the night. We may or may not be visiting other areas on the track premises.
Wherever do you mean?
I couldn't tell you. There might. Well, we're gonna check around. We're gonna go look around, see what else is going on out here. But
I hear there's lots to do in Talladega.
There is some loud noises going on in that vicinity of the track.
We have to investigate.
We need to go investigate. I have to agree. So I think we'll go ahead and do that. But I'm Dalton Hopkins. This is Tanner Marlar signing off here at Talladega Superspeedway. Thank you for watching, and we hope you check back in tomorrow for our continued coverage of the spring race here at Talladega.
My Place Hotels is proud to be the official hotel partner of Frontstretch. With plush beds, in-room kitchens, and pet-friendly hotels, My Place makes for the perfect pit stop when traveling. Frontstretch fans can use promo code Frontstretch to save 10% on your stay at any of our nationwide properties. Sign up for our Stay Rewarded program to get even more savings. With My Place Hotels, don't just stay, stay rewarded.
I'm Caleb Barnes with Frontstretch.com. Come back soon for more great racing videos, and if you like us, don't forget to hit the subscribe button.